What's up, guys? Before we get started today, I just wanted to say a huge thank you for watching my previous video, the first video of the Cow Comfort series. The support has been awesome. I can't thank you guys enough. And without further ado, let's get into part 2 of the Cow Comfort series. Today we're going to talk about climate control. So here we go, part 2 of the Cow Comfort series, climate control. All right, guys, so as the seasons start to change and we're finally starting to get a little bit warmer weather around here, it's time to cool the cows. So cows are built, guys, to live at about 50 to 55 degrees. That's their ideal temperature. So anything above that, and naturally the cows are going to get a little warm. They're going to get some heat stress. So we do everything we can in this barn to eliminate all that heat stress. So in order to do that, we've got 3 big things that we use in our tool bag to help us out and cool these cows down. The first are our Artic blast fans. Okay, these big fans, guys, are directly above the stalls. They're 10 feet high. They're spaced 50 feet throughout the barn. And what they're doing, guys, is they're basically taking air and putting it on top of the stall beds in this type of a motion. That way we've got air coming all the way out to this cow from this fan, and this cow's bringing air back to this one. So no matter where they're at laying down in their stalls, they always have a breeze on top of them, which is ideal, because especially when I show you the soakers on the other side of the barn. So on the front side of the barn, guys, we've got what I call the feed line soaker. So right where the cows are eating here, you can see I'll walk by here, get underneath the fan. We have these nozzles. Now these nozzles spray a path of water down against the cows' backs, basically wetting the cow from their spine all the way down to her legs, but not getting any water on her udder. Now that water's cold, it's groundwater, so it's about 50 degrees. So it's going to chill them down really quick. But in order to actually dry the cows and to cool them, you got to get them wet, then you got to dry them off, and as they dry, that water pulls the heat off of them. So our biggest way that we dry the cows off when they're standing at the feed line is our box fans. You can see right here. So these fans move a lot of air in a smaller path. Where the big fans move air across a broad path, these are high speed, blowing right down onto the cows. So as the cow stands in here and she gets wet, the box fans are constantly blowing down on her back, sucking that water off of her, thus cooling the cow. Now as it gets hotter or colder, we don't need as much fans and we don't need as much water going on through the barn. So what we have is we have computer operated systems that adjust the fans and adjust how often we're spraying down the cows according to the weather off of a weather station that's in our cow barn. So we know exactly what the temperature is in here, so we can treat the girls and adjust to make sure that they're getting just cold enough and not too cold and not too wet. So we're getting to the point where the soakers are about to turn on. I'm gonna put the camera real close to the soaker so you can see the spray pan that we get across the backs of the cows coming right out of the soakers here. You can see the cows get lined up. They know when the water's gonna come on, and they love to be under it. They'll just stand there, soak it all in, then they'll move under a fan or go lay down under the big fans where that air will cool them off and dry them off and essentially cool the cows way down. So here's the soakers. All right, guys, so the soakers just turned on. You can see the cows just standing there soaking it up. Oh, it's cold. But basically, guys, as you're standing here, you can actually see on the cow how this water's just giving her a nice coating here, just so she's nice and shiny. So that way, when she's standing under this big fan here, blasting all this cold air on her, you get shivery. All that cold water gets blown right off you and you cool down. You can see here, if I can get close enough, the water just dripping off of it. It's exactly what we want to do. We want to completely cover the cow, have that big fan above us, cool us way down, thus we've cooled the cows down. I don't know how much you could really hear me inside the cow barn with the fans running, guys. It can get pretty noisy, but in order to cool the cows, we got to have airflow, and so the fans got to be running. But just a quick wrap up here is that the Artic blast fans that are above the stalls take air and push down across all the stall beds. So if the cows are laying down, they've got a breeze on them then. And then the box fans directly over the feed line help cool the cows immediately as soon as the soakers turn on. And all that's controlled by the weather station up on top of the barn there, that allows us to adjust per temperature, adjusting how much water, how often the water's on. That way we ultimately can keep these cows cool no matter what temperature is. We have temperatures as high as 90 here sometimes, even hotter, and we're prepared for it. And our cows are comfortable even in that kind of heat because of what we're able to do with our fans and our water. And ultimately, it leads back to cow comfort. When the cows are comfortable, even in the summertime, they're gonna be healthier, they're gonna be happier. And that's our goal here. So with that, guys, that's the end of part 2 of the cow comfort series, the fans and the soakers. Thanks for watching. I'm the Robotic Dairyman. Until next time, God bless.